We're down here at Istokpoga with the Courtesy Anglers, 2-day classic tournament. We have a tournament down here. We also have a pot where the closest to the 5-pound 2-day will get $500. We have a gentleman caught one yesterday, and we're going to see who caught one today. So what's your name?
Joey Guest.
And what was your weight?
It was 4.82.
And how did you catch that fish?
Flipping.
Yeah.
Lizard, red lizard.
Red lizard?
Yeah.
And deep water, shallow water?
About 4 foot.
Really?
Yep.
So no hydrilla around?
No hydrilla, just pads, lily pads.
Lily pads.
Yep.
That was cool.
Yep.
All right, appreciate it.
No problem.
All right.
Good job, buddy. Kurt caught this one today. Good job, man.
Team 21, realize.
Team 21. David Rushing, Philip Anderson, 3 fish, 3 alive.
All right, I'm standing here with Hector with the Courtesy Anglers. He kind of helped them out with the weigh-ins today. Is the fish? What do you call it? Weigher. Okay. He got into a cow cutter. The cow cutter, way the cow cutter works, you bet on a team. Your team that comes in the closest to winning, you win some money. So Hector, who'd you bet on?
On Stoney, the guy that did so well even with the kids over on East Lake.
Okay, how much you get?
$96 for a $20 investment, and I'm proud to say that we made $96. This is my partner.
Cool. All right, we're standing here with our big bass winners for closest to 5-pounders for yesterday. We did a little interview with you earlier, and then you got your partner up here today. What's your name?
Norman.
Okay, Norman. He called it, right?
He called it yesterday,
Yeah,
yes.
So, and you went to the weigh-in together, and you were 1.1 what?
0.04.
0.04 from getting the second one
Yeah,
today.
that's right.
That is a crying shame, ain't it?
That was close.
That'd been $1,000, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you got close to the
closest
to the 15. What was it? 1575. So you got an extra 100. So you made $600.
That's right.
Ain't bad.
That ain't bad.
Paid for the whole weekend, didn't it?
For the weekend.
It did.
Cool. Fantastic. Well, guys, we'll see you next year.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. All right, I'm standing here with one of the Courtesy anglers at in the tournament. Now, he's got big fish of the year. What's your name?
Bill Long.
Bill Long.
Yeah.
Bill, now, how big was that fish?
9 pounds, 9 ounces.
No, big fish. So that's the biggest fish of the year of the tournament.
Yes, it is.
So
Yeah.
where'd you catch that fish?
We caught it in Lake Marion near an area where some water was running into the back part of the lake there.
There's some big fish in Marion.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of big fish out there.
Yeah.
Well, good job, man.
Okay, yeah.
Thanks, man.
Okay, thank you.
I'm down here with what place winners are you now?
Fourth place.
Fourth place.
Yes.
Fourth?
Fourth.
How in the heck did you manage that, Marshall?
Well, through skill of my partner.
And what's your name?
Josh.
Josh. So how did you teach him how to fish to do this?
I didn't really teach him how to fish. He taught me everything. Well, mostly everything I know.
How did he teach you anything?
Well, he's like a son to me.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
yeah,
So
and,
you want to tell us how you did that today?
Well, what we did was we tried a pattern of top water, and that top water worked for us all day long.
Cool.
And that's how we caught most of our fish. In the last, say, 5 minutes of the day, I caught about a 4.5 pounder on a worm. So
Cool.
that's the only worm fishing we did today.
I caught one flipping the worm.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
See,
You
you're
sure
trying
did.
to take some credit
okay,
away
no,
here.
Yeah, okay.
All
that's
right. Good job,
All right,
man.
thank
Hey,
you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
I'm standing here with Stoney Groom. So, Stoney, you pulled another one out. So, Ben Carter took it away from you on that first part. I seen you walk up there and shake his hand.
Well, he did good.
Did good. Now, did you figure out what he was doing over there? Never did. Some guy told me that they were you pulled up beside him out there, probably about 100 yards, 200 yards away, and they sat there and watched you caught 2 big fish like that. Just it was a matter of being on the right hydrilla patch, wasn't it?
200 yards away?
Yeah.
200, at least 200
Yeah.
yards away.
But I'm saying, that's what he was saying. He says, it's just a matter of pulling up on the right patch to do.
Right cast.
And there's a lot of guys that did that and a lot of guys that didn't. So, Istokpoga is a strange lake. You can go out here and catch 30 pounds in one day, and then you can go out here and catch 5 pounds in one day. So, you did wonderful. Stoney, thanks.
Sir.
Great.
Thank you.
Great job. Hey, we're standing here with our third place runners. Your name?
Chip Dover.
Chip?
John Ricketson.
Yeah. So you want to tell us how you did this?
Well, we'd been catching some fish on toads, and this morning we went to the north end of the lake and threw toads and ended up catching quite a few up there. We ended up, the smallest fish we weighed in today was 5 pounds. Caught that flipping, actually, and then we had another one that was about 6 that we caught on a toad.
So you had one over 5 and not closest to the 5 pound mark.
It was closest to the 5
So
pound.
you did get to 500.
It was four
plus
plus
third place.
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. So what kind of money did you get out of that?
We got enough.
$1,000.
You got $1,000.
$1,000.
Isn't that a good wages for 2
That's
days
good
of
day.
fishing, man?
That's very
Don't
good.
you
That's
wish
pretty
you can
good.
do this every day?
Every day.
Yeah. And like I was talking to Stoney earlier, Istokpoga is weird, ain't it? You can come out here and catch 30 pounds one week and come out here and catch 5 pounds the next week. So did it take you quite a while to find them fish? All day, or did you catch them?
We kind of had an idea where they were, so we went to them today. We did not catch those. We did not go to that spot yesterday. We had 9.75 yesterday, and
then
today
you had
we
a
went
total of 17, right?
Yeah, 1770 today with 3 fish.
What made you? Is it the same thing you were doing yesterday, or is it something you changed?
It's the same type of thing, but a different type of area and flat pads. We hadn't been fishing any flat pads.
So cool, fantastic, guys. Thank you, appreciate it. Y'all have a good one.
Appreciate it.
You know. All right, I'm standing here with the president of a courtesy angler, and he decided he was going to get one this time around this year.
Yep.
So Ben, what happened?
What happened is we whacked them good.
So you want to tell us how you whacked them, or you want Toby to tell us?
No, that's not Toby. That's not Toby probably he was good.
What's that? I forgot your name.
That's all right.
I basically came down on Thursday, done a little pre-fishing. Actually brought one of the Teen Sport Fishing Association teens down with me for a little fun day on the water, and came across a nice little hydro patch that had some mixed water in it, some clear, some stained, and right where that mix was where they seemed to be staging up. And we got in there, and on pre-fish day I stuck one I couldn't turn, come back the next day, tournament morning, and actually I believe I caught the same fish, and it was the one we weighed in that was over 8. And then we finished up the day with a couple other keepers and a solid 7-pounder. We actually lost our big fish on Saturday as far as being alive. So you know, the dead fish we weren't allowed to weigh in for big fish. Lucky enough, our second big fish was big enough to carry over and took big fish.
Okay, so now
Kurt actually was the one who came through on day 2, though. He carried us on day 2.
So you caught him on the first day, and you caught him on the second.
Right. Yeah.
So did you do something different that he did, or the same?
Actually, our big fish came today. We saw it. She was 8 pounds, 8.5 pounds. She was on a isolated hydrilla patch, and she came up, and I thought it was a mudfish, and I looked again, and it was a big old bass. I threw a Senko in there, and bam, she took it. that put us in the right frame of mind. Yeah, that was a good day. Had a real good weekend. So
that fish was a game changer.
Yeah.
I mean, before that we were struggling. We were catching small fish, and we knew to beat Rick and Stoney we needed to come out with a 15, 16-pound stringer today. Had a 3-pound lead after yesterday, so knowing what we needed to do, that fish was a game changer, and then we were able to upgrade. I caught the last 2 keepers that culled a couple other fish, and we upgraded. And once we did the math, and we did the math 100 times a day. Once we did the math, we knew it took 17, 18 pounds for Rick and Stoney, and once I seen what they weighed in, it was payday. So
yeah. I know Rick. I noticed Stoney walked over and shook your hand and all that.
Absolutely,
and
awesome guys.
You were giving him a fit because I heard earlier today he says Stoney better have a good bag because we got one.
And Stoney told me yesterday that I better bring some to the scales today that it was on, and you know I basically said you're going to need to bring 17, 18 to the scales to beat us, and luckily our fish held there. We got the big one, got the big bite, and the rest is history.
Good job. So your name's going on that plaque next year. So.
My name will be on that plaque next year. My name will be... Yeah, we actually had a little mix-up with the guys there with my lovely wife who does the printing on the trailer there, but we got the wrong guy's name on there for 2008. We're going to fix that for Chip and John. They're 2 awesome guys, been with us almost since we started. And we'll put our name to that billboard for next year, you know, as classic winners.
Okay, this is Bass Club News. I'm Lynn Tyre. We're now winding down on Istokpoga with the Courtesy Anglers. So I hope you enjoyed this watching this because this is the last of the year, and we'll be getting them again in September when they start.